Hey everyone, it's Chris from FunTech Guys, and today I'm going to be talking to you about arrays. This is going to be on quite a basic level, but we will touch on numerical arrays, associative arrays, and how we write and declare both of those. So I've gone ahead and just created an arrays.php file, and I just have that open here. Now, to how you declare that you're working with an arrays, and you know what, to start off with, arrays are is just a little bit of an extension on variables, but it's a way of you storing large numbers of data. So let's just say you wanted to create a variable where you can access the names of fruit, but you didn't want to keep on targeting different variables. So you have one variable, and then within that array you can access multiple layers of data. So I'm just going to go ahead and create fruit, and if you've seen some of my earlier videos, you'll see some of the same techniques I've used in, as I say, in earlier videos, but I've not really spoke about it, so I'm going to talk about what I'm actually doing here. So what I'm doing is assigning fruit with the array, and then within the parentheses I'm just going to put the data that we're going to be, that we want to capture. So we're talking about fruit in this instance, so I'm just going to say, okay, strawberry, let's say apple, and let's say banana. Okay, and what we're doing here is we're just saying fruit is now an array of strawberry, apple, and banana. Now, if you've seen my far dump tutorial, it's about 3 or 4 minutes long, and we're just talking about how we can just dump information from a particular variable out. We're just going to do the exact same thing here. So I'm just going to go ahead and just var dump fruit, just to see what we're working with. Now if I reload this, now var dump has come back and it said we are working with an array, and it's got item 0 is a string of 10 characters, item 1 is a string of 5 characters, item 2 is a string of 6 characters, banana, and so on. If you noticed, we started off with the key 0. So this right here, this 0, 1, and 2, these are the keys. So if I just go ahead, let's just come back to this file. I'm just going to go ahead and echo some pre-tags. Reload this. So for those of you that don't know, pre is just stands for pre-formatted text. So all we're doing is just print the text in a readable way. So what we're doing here is when we've file dumped, we've dumped the array, and we've got the key 0, 1, and 2. So these are the keys. This is how we access the information within this array. So to do that, we would go something like fruit. So we're accessing the fruit array. Oh, sorry, I need to echo fruit 0, like that. So what we're doing is we're saying we want to access the fruit array, and we want the 0, so in this instance the first element from that. So if I hit reload, and you can see we've accessed strawberry. Now I changed that to kiwi. It's gone ahead and changed. Now this is a numerical array because we've not assigned any keys. It's assigned them automatically for us. So within an array, you always start at 0. So like I say here, 0. 0 is always the first key. So it's a little confusing, so say if you wanted to access the first element, rather than typing 1, you would be typing in 0, and likewise for for the second element, you'd be typing in 2 as opposed to 1. Now that, as I say, that's an associative, a numerical array. But if we wanted to assign an associative array, we would do something along the lines of, let's just comment this out, and if I go fruit, and let's do colours of fruit equals array. Ooh. And I'm just going to drop down just to make it a little bit more human readable. Oh. And I'm going to go do apple. Banana, and then last but not least, strawberry. Now if I save this and I var dump, let's just take this, let's just copy this up here. So this is what we've got a second up here. So we have a numerical array up here. If I go ahead and reload this, we have now got an associative array. So what we're saying is, as opposed to this being the first element and it being having the key value of 0, we are assigning the key as apple. So apple is now our first element, and the string is green/red. Banana is our second element, and strawberry is our third element. And just like we have done up here, where we've accessed the individual array element, we can go ahead and go apple. So we want to target colours of fruit. Colours of fruit, and then we want the key within that to be apple. So if I go ahead and dip, now we're expecting to see green/red, and that's exactly what we've got. Now, as opposed to doing var_dump, when in my print tutorial, which is, I can't remember which number it was quite early on, I said that we would be looking at the print_r function. Now print_r is just a human readable way of retrieving information from a variable. So it works essentially along the same lines of var dump. So if I did print_r, save that, reload, and we've got pretty much like the exact same as a var dump. So it's saying that we're working in an array. We have apple as our key and green and red as our values. Again, banana as our key, yellow as our value, strawberry and red. At a very, very basic level, that is arrays. Now you can go ahead and have, let's say here where we've got apple, apple has got 2 colours. But what happens if I wanted to access apple on its own and red on its own? Now you can have arrays within arrays. So all I'm going to do here is just say, right, the values of the element apple now is an array, and that is green and red. Now I'm not declaring a key here. I'm just going to say, right, choose it for me. So it's just going to become a numerical array. And so what I'm hoping to see is colours of fruit will have a key of apple as one of the elements, and then within that it'll drop down and have another array, and the element 0 will be green and the element 1 will be red. So I go ahead, save, reload this page, and what are we trying to do here? Okay, this notice here, notice array string to conversion on line 16, it's because here we're trying to access apple. However, the values of apple is an array. So again, we would need to do something like this, where we can access multidimensional arrays. So 0. So we've accessed colours of fruit, apple, and then we've gone on to the first element, within the second array. I'm going to leave that one there because I'm going to talk a little bit further about multidimensional arrays in a separate video. But I just wanted to give you some kind of idea of how flexible arrays can actually be. The print_r function, also our language construct and whatnot, also works with objects. If you wanted to retrieve information. But as I say, at a basic level, this is arrays, and pretty much what you can do with that. It's just a way of storing lots more information. So I could have, this could be person, and then within the person, I've got information on the name and age, and then I can keep on drilling down, and I can just start storing quite a lot of information all in this one variable. So I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you've picked up something from this, and if you have, please like and subscribe by clicking down below, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye bye.